Well, it definitely sounds like he brought the hometown crowd. Everybody's out here to support him. So this is going to be pretty exciting. So you always hope for a good crowd, and it really gets you through that whole fight.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Cage of Steel Self-Defense, weighing in at an even 142 pounds. Give it up for Tuckett Crittenden.
This sport is 75% mental training and the rest is physical. There's a lot of people that can get in there and grind out those workouts, but if you're not together in your head, it tends to fall apart when you step in that cage.
But Tuckett Crittenden comes to us from Cage and Steel Self-Defense. Don't know a lot about Tuckett. He's an amateur, so he's still new at the game. I know he's got a tough opponent tonight, so I hope he's up to the task, because I'm looking to, I hope this starts out the whole evening on a good note with a really good, solid fight.
I feel like we can see everything right here.
Absolutely no elbows anywhere, no head kicks, you can knee, but put your down. Understand? Touch him up, let's have a good fight.
My guess.
Yeah, it looks like she crashed on a bike or something.
Very attractive.
Pretty girl, very pretty girl.
Are you ready? You ready? Fight!
Here we go.
Let's come out, touch the gloves.
Both of them are just trying to establish their distance right now. Definitely looks like Tuckett is more of a ground fighter. He's definitely trying to take this fight to the ground. Skylar is wanting to keep it standing. He's got some good Muay Thai knees. He's trying to circle him off the cage right now.
Looks like Skylar's starting to take control of the cage.
Little dirty boxing by Skylar. Really nice uppercuts against the cage. Tuckett needs to circle out. Get his back away from there, or he's going to keep eating those uppercuts. There we go. He heard me. Oh, now he's returning the dirty boxing.
He's already been warned for grabbing the cage. Grabbed it twice, he's got a warning.
Nice hook. Yeah, definitely somebody's bleeding. It looks like Tucker on the bottom might be bleeding now. Skylar's on top. Still going for that takedown. Tuckett is determined to get that single leg. And Skylar's just here to punch him in the face today.
Tuckett's trying. He's got that single. He's just not able to take it. He's taking a lot of punishment to the head while trying to get it. He needs to look to turn that into a double or something that he's taking a lot of punches trying to hold on to a single.
At some point, even if you attempt that single leg, you have to abort. When you're taking blows like that to the temple, he's starting to get marked up pretty good. I just want to see him do a little chain wrestling there and go for another takedown.
If it were me, I'd split up right now and restart. Get your head up.
Skylar might have a choke. Looks like he has a guillotine attempt with Tuckett's back against the cage right now.
He's got a little, he's got a guillotine going with that.
I think he has it. I think he has it. Yep, that's it. Skylar Frazier wins his first match of the evening with a guillotine choke.
I don't know much about Tuckett, but he tried hard, but Skylar was a little too much for him tonight. Skylar looked good.
Yeah, Skylar looked really good. You can tell Tuckett's wrestling was very good. Needs a little bit more on the stand-up work. Needs a little bit more on the stand-up work. Oh, good to see Tuckett back in here for the final announcement.
Was stay outside. I had reach on him the whole time. Stay outside, box. If it went to the ground, so be it. Let's get it done. I really just want to thank everybody who comes out to support me. My mom, my family, the community of Magna. I love you guys. Anyone else who supports me, I love you guys. Thank you so much. I want to thank Extreme Combat, Anthony Monson, Dylan Monson, the whole Monson family, and everybody at Extreme Combat. I love you guys and thank you.
What's up next for the Utah kid?
Anything. Whatever you guys want to give me.
You got anybody, you got a list of people you want to take on? Who you want to take on next?
I'm not calling out anybody. I'm young, I know that. I'm just still learning. I'm just looking to get better before I go to school. That's about it. I'm just young and I want to keep learning. Just keep taking fights, fight by fight.
Give it up for the Utah kids. Skylar Frazier. Who's ready for the next fight? Get up and make some noise. This bout is in the 170-pound division. Coming out of the red corner, fighting out of Foley's, weighing in at 169.5 pounds. Give it up for Ryan Goku Lund.
All right, looks like we're ready to start our second fight. The first three fights, the one just got done, and the next two are going to be amateur fights, and then we're going to go into the pros. Looks like we got Ryan Lund coming up. He goes by the name of Goku. Now, I don't know what kind of fight name that is. He trains out of Foley's Mixed Martial Arts. Very good school here in Ogden. Don't know a lot about him, but I know he's got some wrestling behind him, and he's supposed to be a pretty tough kid.
And his opponent getting ready to come out is going to be Keith Downey.
His opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing One Elite MMA, weighing in at even 168 pounds. Give it up for Keith Downey.
So back in the day, we used to talk about, you know, they're coming out of a wrestling school or they're coming out of a Muay Thai camp, or now pretty much everybody's getting so well-rounded. I would hope to think that most of these schools up here have a little bit of everything to offer at each of their schools. Am I correct?
They do. Most of the schools nowadays are doing everything. They're getting the Muay Thai, they're getting the boxing, they're getting the jiu-jitsu, including wrestling, takedowns, and defense. Nowadays, you can't go into the one type of person. You can't just expect to get a knockout every time. You've got to be able to defend everything and be able to attack everything. They're getting good.
Yeah, definitely the one-dimensional days are over. You know, I'm hoping to see that a lot of these amateurs are growing in all the different areas. In the last fight, I would have really liked to see Tuckett try to stand a little bit more. You know, it's great to see those wrestlers, and they get so consistent with their wrestling that they kind of forget that they're getting punched in the head at the same time.
Yeah, you got to be able to take the punches in here. It's not just wrestling. So we're getting ready. The ref's going over the final instructions, getting ready to start this match. This looks like it could be a good one.
See, I wasn't even planning for
But like,
that's all right.
Here we go with our second amateur fight of the evening.
really?
All right, these guys look ready.
Yeah, I got my ID right here.
And it's on.
Wow. Wow.
Getting
throwing some good punches, but just got thrown to the ground hard by Ryan.
Keith came out crazy, and Ryan just picked him up and slammed him.
Okay, looks like Keith's trying to fight out of the guard, looking for some type of guillotine. He's still holding it. Looks like he let go.
Yeah, no submissions yet. Keith is just trying to hold on. He's got Ryan in his guard.
Well, okay, Ryan's out.
He's got him against the cage. There we go with some punches by Ryan.
And they're back to punching. Look, haymakers. Oh, nice takedown.
Another huge takedown by Ryan. That was a biggie.
Well, I was right. I guess Ryan does have some wrestling skill. He definitely needs to work on his stand-up, and his opponent Keith needs to work on his takedown defense. Other than that, it's a pretty entertaining fight.
Talk about running your opponent from one end of the cage to the other. I thought he was going to end up in the stands.
Got a full mount. Looking to take back mount. Got it. He's got it back. Hooks in.
Ryan's got a body triangle, and he's on Keith's back. See if he can sink in the rear naked.
Okay, Kim, what are you going to do here to defend that choke?
Well, in his case, he tapped. That was a wild, quick 2 minutes.
That was quick, but there was a lot of action fast. These guys came out throwing really hard, and then when they went to the ground, it wasn't soft. It was really hard takedowns, and then the submission was a very tight choke. Didn't defend it well, though. Did not defend it.
I'd like to think that Keith has some credits on his frequent flyer miles off of that fight.
Oh, yeah. He caught some air. Ryan picked him up from one side of the cage and literally carried him to the other side of the cage, slamming him into the cage. And the cage, these aren't big guys, but that cage really moved. So that was some force.
Yeah, I thought the crowd was going to catch him on that one.
Looks like they're in there trying to put the cage back together as we speak. That was definitely tough. Looks like both fighters are okay, though, and that's the most important thing.
Would you agree with me that this has just been total mayhem?
Nothing but mayhem. You know, now that the sun's gone down, this is a perfect night for fighting. So
here we go with the final announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, your bout ends at the 1 minute and 38 seconds of the first round. Tap out by rear naked choke. Your winner, out of the red corner, Ryan Lunn. All right, Ryan. Was that your game plan the whole time, preparing for this fight, going into it? Was it the way you planned it out to be in your fight plan?
No, I was really looking to ground and pound to get the knockout. The submission, if they were there, I'd take them. Taking them to the ground was the whole plan, but I wanted more ground and pound, but I'll take the win.
Who's here tonight? Who are you representing? Who's helping you out?
First of all, Foley's Gym. Then big shout out to the shop for the strength conditioning and body evolution. What's up next for you, man? Whoever wants to come this way. I'll take on any challenges, really.
Do you have a list? Do you have certain names, or you're just all comers?
All comers. I just love to fight. I just love the challenge, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ryan Lunn. All right, let's bring to the ring the Octagon, your first fighter out of the red corner. This is a 135-pound division fight. Out of Foley's, weighing in at 134.5 pounds. Give it up for Miles Welk.
They usually come very well prepared. I don't know much about his opponent, although I do know his opponent trains in Absolute MMA with Rob Handley. Very good school as well. Very good jiu-jitsu, good Muay Thai. So we could be in for a pretty good fight here tonight.
Does Foley's, do you know, do they have any names that we might recognize as far as their trainers or their training camp?
It's run by a guy named Dave Foley. They also have Lucas Montoya, very good jiu-jitsu guy, well known in the Utah area, one of the top fighters here in the state.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at an even 136 pounds, fighting out of Absolute MMA. Give it up for Braden Kilpack.
But Absolute MMA is very, very well-prepared school as well, so I look forward to this fight.
So from Absolute MMA, we have Braden Kilpack, and he's making his way to the cage now.
Absolute is out of the Salt Lake area. Rob Hanley's a black belt under Flavio Bering. Very, very skilled jiu-jitsu guy, but they have an excellent stand-up program down there as well. Like you were saying at the beginning of the night, you have to be well-rounded. You can't just be a one-trick pony in this game anymore. And you find out real quickly what happens to those guys. They get choked out in the first round. So.
Well, and Braden walking into the cage, he's sporting some pretty cool tan lines. Looks like he's a lifeguard or something.
He wears a wife beater, obviously. Some type of tank top.
It'd be a pretty good idea if these fighters wanted to start putting their sponsors' names on the back and then getting a suntan around them.
Absolutely. Both these fighters look young. Look very young.
I'm putting that out there. I dare any fighter. Go put your sponsor's name on your back, lay out in the sun, get a little burnt. Their name's going to be on your back through the whole fight. And it won't rub off.
It won't sweat off either.
Bring it in.
Trying to start a new trend.
Looks like Kilpack's a good half a foot taller than Welk is. It's going to definitely have a reach advantage. We'll see if Welk has the wrestling background to try to neutralize that.
Here we go, the first round of our third amateur fight of the night.
All right, we're underway.
Are you here? Okay, come on the grass. Are you on the grass?
Both of them look pretty comfortable on their feet so far.
Go all the way down.
Kilpack's establishing his distance with the leg kick. Pretty good leg kicks, actually.
Very good. Showing some of that Muay Thai.
Oh, nice takedown. Kilpack threw a nice kick. Welk caught it, took him down, single leg.
All right. Now Kilpack's got him in the guard, looking to tie him up. Picks him up and slams him. Nice.
Welk needs to watch out for that triangle, those long legs of Kilpack's. We'll see how good Braden Kilpack's jiu-jitsu is right now.
So far, he's working a pretty good guard. He's keeping Welk from passing his guard so far, getting good control, but Welk's definitely controlling from the top. Oh, there.
Here we go with the triangle attempt. Oh, he lost it. Oh. Slight omoplata attempt. Lost that too.
Yeah, Welk better watch out for those long legs. Very smart. Backing off, letting him up.
Welk couches Kilpack with a nice right hand. Returned by a nice kick by Kilpack. And Kilpack pulls guard. Drags Welk to the ground. Not too much action right now. Welk's just sitting in Kilpack's guard.
Welk's corner is telling him to posture up, and I agree with that advice. When you got a guy with legs that long, you do not want to lay down there where he can get his legs back into the game. So Welk's listening to him. That's a sign of a good fighter.
You want her to sit over by you?
It's important for Wilk to posture, but he needs to control those biceps. Kilpack's got those long arms. He's controlling his head. He's keeping him down on top of him. What Wilk needs to do is reach in, control those biceps, move to the hips, and then posture up.
I agree, and I'll tell you right now, Kilpack has some long, flexible legs.
He's definitely going and trying to set up that triangle. That's the end of the first round.
Okay, Kim, if you're in Kilpack's corner right now, what are you telling Kilpack? How do you tell him, okay, you fought from the bottom, you did a good job, but on most judges' cards, the guy that fights on the bottom is going to end up on the wrong side of the decision. What are you telling him right now?
He needs to, if he's going to throw those leg kicks, he needs to follow him up. He either needs to set him up and then throw the kicks, or throw the kicks and then go in with some punches. But just throwing one kick and standing there is just going to get him taken down again.
So they should be telling him to keep his space, keep it on the feet, and use his distance and his length.
Yeah, you're in and out. You're popping those shots, throw your punches, throw your kicks, set them up, and move, circle out. It's harder to take you down or it's easy to take you down if you're just going to stand right in front of your opponent. So he needs to keep moving, and he needs to be prepared to use that takedown defense.
Well, after that first round, it's obvious that Welk is going to be going for a takedown, and you got to keep your space. You can't let him get that takedown, and you've got to use that reach. He's got at least an 8-10 inch reach on this guy, and he needs to be using it.
I think definitely, especially in the amateur level, it's the hardest thing for them to learn right off is their distance and their footwork. Seems to me that always comes down the road a little bit after a couple years' experience.
Welk's already looking to set up a takedown.
Welk needs to keep his hands up.
Okay, Kilpack's starting to use the center of the cage a little bit better. Nice. Now he's...
Oh, nice. Defended that takedown and then pulled guard.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. He stuffed the takedown and then jumps guard, hoping for a guillotine. I wouldn't have counseled that, but...
Well, we'll see if he can do something with it now. Somebody's bleeding. Looks to be Welk. It's dripping from his nose.
Yeah, he caught a good punch. Good. He's bleeding pretty bad.
Which, from experience, is not a big deal.
No, it's just blood.
It's just blood.
It actually drives you. That's actually a lot of blood.
That's a lot of blood. I think all my fights pretty much end up that way. The only problem with that is it makes your opponent really slippery. It's hard to grab a hold of anything when there's blood all over the place. It's definitely a very slippery lubricant, and especially when it gets on the gloves.
I agree, but the guy that's bleeding is on top, and he's dropping that blood on the face of his opponent, and that goes into your eyes, and that affects you up from the bottom as well. So
I'm just hoping he keeps his mouth shut.
Yeah, the ref stopped this to clean up the blood, so it's pretty good, but there's not going to be a stop in action.
That was a good move by the ref.
Yeah, it was. We got a good ref. Dave Selyustad's been reffing for a long time, knows the game really well. He's going to take care of the fighters.
Especially at the amateur level, we want him to have a good experience.
All right, they're back in action.
Every time you got it, oh, you're like, my brother cracked a beer, and I'm just like...
Nothing going on right now.
Keeping in the center, just looking to engage. Nobody's doing much of anything right now.
The same way, bro.
They need to figure out their distance. They're both throwing punches, but neither one of them are reaching.
Oh, they both finally connect.
When they go in there and connect, they definitely have to be prepared for that counter. Right now, both of them are just throwing out punches and not really reaching each other.
Kilpack just needs to close the distance a little bit, watch for the shot, but throw those long punches. He's got such a reach advantage. He needs to use it.
Yeah, he can reach him from across the cage.
Another takedown by Welk.
Nice slam.
Yeah, at this point of the fight, with 10 seconds left in round 2, in my opinion, Kilpack's got to step up the pace. He's got to do some more damage, or he's going to be on the wrong end of a decision. He's got the ability to lock Welk, but he hasn't put it into play yet, so he's got to do something to change this game.
And the same for Welk. You know, he's got some great takedowns. He just needs to capitalize off of that. You know, push his opponent up against the cage, use that cage as a background, do a little ground and pound.
I agree. He needs to somehow get some posture and throw some punches, because just holding your opponent isn't that impressive either. So when he does come down, he's not doing a lot of damage. In fact, he's the one bleeding.
Yeah, I think it's hard for him to get past those legs. He keeps getting caught in guard and has a hard time passing or getting past that. So you need to posture up and either start over or figure out a way to pass that guard.
Yeah, I agree. So how do you score it so far?
I actually give it to Welk based just off of the takedowns.
Yeah, there's been a couple good punches by both fighters, but Welk's controlled the action with his takedowns, and frankly, Kilpack is jumping guard and ends up on the bottom, and he hasn't done anything with it. So I agree with you.
I think Kilpack has a skill set. I keep seeing him try for some good stuff. He just needs to keep going with it, be persistent, and make it happen.
He needs to do a lot more of that, throw combinations.
Welk's trying to time those shots so he can get in for another takedown. You can see it on his mind. There we go. Here goes another takedown. Whoa! Nice big slam right off of the kick of K-Pack. He's back in the guard. Welk's back in the guard.
Looking for that triangle again. Looks like he's out. He's out.
Kilpack has intentions. He needs to, there you go. Now he's pulling down on his head. If he pulls down on, there we go. Yeah. He needs to let go of that. He's holding on his head without trying to go for anything. He needs to switch his hips out and attempt that triangle again. Welk's doing a pretty good job, though, of getting out of everything he tries to lock on him.
You would have to stir my drink.
See, it would help if he could just control his biceps, then posture up.
He's looking to do like the neck, crank his neck, and it's just not going to work on a guy that flexible.
Yeah, he's too tall. Welk's just not long enough to pull off what he's trying to do here.
Welk's down by the hips. He just needs.
There we go. There we go. Look at that. He's passing past the guard finally.
All right, ref's standing him up. Wants to see a little more action in the third round.
Oh, what? Kilpack goes in for his takedown attempt.
And he almost got it. I think it caught Welk by surprise.
Caught me by surprise. Oh my gosh. That was the takedown of the night right there so far.
Wow, that was an incredible takedown.
We're building up the frequent flyer miles in here tonight.
And he's got side control. Now let's see what he can do with those, past those legs. He's going for mount. He's going for mount. And he's back in guard. Now, Kim, in that situation, would you stay in the side control or would you have gone for mount?
No, I love side control.
So do I. That's the sign of an inexperience there, because side control, he can't get his legs back in. It's 10 times harder for him to get his legs back into the game. And now that his legs are back into the game, he's in the game.
Yeah, I got about 15 different things for side control. I love it. And once I get you there, it's pretty hard to get out.
It's hard to get up, and it's hard to stop punches. All right, that's the end of the fight. You're a really good commentator. Dave Foley just cut his leg walking into the cage as he trips.
These two guys did a really, really great job. That was a pretty entertaining fight.
Well, Welk thinks he won that fight. Judging from the demeanor, I think his opponent might think the same thing, but it was a pretty good fight, and you never know how the judges are going to see it.
I was really excited. That takedown attempt by Kilpack really got me excited. I think it surprised all of us, but he had a good shot, and it just didn't work out, but I'm anxious to see who they're going to give this fight to.
I don't think it was enough to win this fight, but we'll see.
Yeah, Welk with those slams. Those are pretty amazing slams.
Okay, looks like we have a judge's decision. We're turning it back over to Big Buddha.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for our two gladiators in the octagon? That was a pretty good damn fight. That was a good damn fight. The decision goes to the judges. Our first judge scores the bout 29-38. Or that's 28. 29-28, sorry. Our second judge scores the bout 30-27. Third judge scores the bout 30-27. And the winner by unanimous decision out of the red corner, Miles, head of the game, Welk. All right, Miles, just because I know you're an MMA fighter, don't take this the wrong way. Just by looks alone, it looks like you didn't win the fight, but the results say different. What's your game plan going into the fight?
Get bloody. No, take him down, punish him. That's about it.
It looks like you came prepared to put on a good show for the fight fans. Is that what the blood and guts is all about?
Yeah.
All right, well, what's up next for you, brother?
This is the next fight. Keep training hard.
Give it up for Miles right there. Give it up, your winner. All right, your next bout is in the 140-pound division. Fighting out of the red corner, representing Mori Academy, weighing in at 139.5 pounds. Give it up for Paris Trouble Swain. Swain. His opponent making his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, is an independent fighter, weighing in at an even 138 pounds. Show your love for Kevin Allred.
Okay, we are back. It looks like we're getting ready to start our first professional fight of the evening. We got Paris Swain out of the Mori Academy getting ready to fight Kevin Allred. Now, Kevin says he's an independent. What do you think of independents nowadays?
Well, I love their determination and their heart, but I think definitely I have somebody I'm working with right now that's an independent, and I think the things that I notice is they just need that interaction. They need to go with those live bodies. They need to be pushed. When you're independent, you're not pushed as hard as you need to be. You need to be surrounded with that energy and constantly picking up new things, especially when you're new to the sport. You need to be a sponge at that time.
I totally agree. You need somebody there that can give you a direction instead of just wandering aimlessly. So we'll see how he does tonight. He's got a tough fight ahead of him. Paris Swain's a skilled fighter.
Okay, here we go. First round of our first professional bout of the evening.
It bounces. Take it back to the
All Red throws the first inside leg kick. What weight are these guys fighting at?
Got to be 135. They're 145 at the most.
It doesn't show us on here, but they're definitely fighting at one of the smaller weight classes.
Man, Allred got a big right hand in there on Swain, put him back into the cage, stunned him a little bit. Seems to be recovering, but that was a good right hand.
Swain needs to, he's fighting for some underhooks, but he needs to get off that cage and circle out.
This independent kid has some skill. He's controlling the cage right now, and he's controlling the stand-up. Looking to get a takedown.
Oh! Nice throw by Swain.
That was a great throw. Swain working out of the guard. Let's see how good Allred's guard is.
Well, he just passed while he's working on the pass.
He's passed.
Okay, Swain has got side control now. Let's see how Allred does off of his back.
Good, he's got back in guard.
Did you already go get one?
Does he have it? Is he back in guard?
Yeah, he's back in half guard right now.
Okay, Allred recovered, put him back in half guard. Hard for me to see from where I'm sitting. Again, I think Swain just needs to posture up. He needs to control those arms.
Swain's passing the guard again. He's passed.
Allred's walking his feet up the cage. Apparently he's going to try to roll out of that. Swain's got pretty good control right now.
Looking to drop some punches. He should be putting him down here.
There you go. Swain's got knee to belly. So it's still inside control. He needs to just throw some punches. Now he's got mount.
Back. Allred.
Oh, now we got Swain on the back of Allred throwing punches.
Hit that shit.
Allred's just covering.
He's sinking in the rear naked choke. This is over.
And Swain finishes Allred with the rear naked choke.
See, that's the problem with the independents. The kid has skill. I mean, he came out controlling the fight, but wasn't sure what to do in the transition. You can't be independent in this game. He needs to find a gym and work with somebody.
Well, and we don't know. I mean, he might bounce around and go to several different gyms and just hasn't committed to one team. But, you know, he did definitely have some skills and show a lot of heart in there. Hope to see him back and hopefully know how to defend those different positions that he's been caught in.
Yeah, he'll do good. He's a talented kid.
Dude, I get a fight tonight. I'm going to play somebody. Just across the chest. And right there.
Here comes Big Buddha with the final announcement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a round of applause for your two gladiators in the octagon. Thank you for that smattering of applause. The fight results stopping at 2 minutes and 56 seconds in the first round. The result is a tap out by rear naked chokehold. Fighting out of the red corner, Paris Trouble Swain. All right, Paris, nice job, baby. Looks like early on the round you got hit with a pretty big right, but it looked like it didn't even phase you. You just stepped back and recovered. Walk us through that moment. What happened?
I didn't even see it coming. I just got hit, and I was like, damn, this fool just hit me.
Was that part of your game plan, trying to wear him down and get a chokehold in there?
Oh, no, I was just going to take my time like I always do, just pace myself, don't want to make no mistakes. But I want to give a shout out to my beautiful sister, Aisha. Happy birthday.
Aisha. Sorry, ABC, sorry. So what's up next for Paris, man? You got anybody on the list? You got a list that you're checking off, or you just ready for the next challenge?
Anybody.
Anybody else you want to give love to before we say goodbye?
Yeah, all my family, friends, everyone that came out to support me, and the Maury Academy. Without them, I wouldn't be able to do any of this.
Nice job. Congratulations. Give it up for Mr. Paris Swain right there. Give it up one more time. All right, your first fighter out of the red corner. This is a 170-pound division fight. He comes out of Foley's, weighing in at an even 170 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Justin, Just Amazing Roberts.
Okay, and entering the cage now is Justin Roberts, fighting out of Foley's gym. Justin seems to have brought quite the fan base with him.
Yeah, Justin trains here locally, and he's a pretty skilled fighter. He's fighting a guy coming out of the Muay Thai Institute. So.
His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, representing the Muay Thai Institute, weighing in at an even 171 pounds. Give it up for Kenneth Sparling.
We'll see how he does against a Muay Thai fighter.
I was going to say, how's the stand-up?
I haven't seen the stand-up. I just rolled with him, so he's got an okay ground game.
Well, I'm sure Sparling coming into the cage now in the blue corner is definitely going to test that out right out of the cage.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to weather a storm. Justin is gonna have to weather a storm coming out, and we'll see which way it goes. If this turns out to be a striker versus a grappler, we'll see who wins that battle.
Seems like all the matches tonight have been that striker versus grappler. If you think about all of our fights, great takedowns. Want to see some more aggressive stand-up though.
Yeah, Sparling looks coming in pretty lean. He looks pretty cut.
Yeah, he's definitely in shape and ready to go. Love me some Muay Thai, so I'm hoping to see some pretty exciting stand-up action tonight.
All right, let's do it.
I'm excited for this matchup.
Hey, guys are very tough.
Here's the deer.
Well, who's got who? Let's go. I got the guy in the black. All right, I'll take the guy in the black. Me. Devin, you got the guy in the black.
We're going to go with our first kick from Sparling, catching him in the ribs.
Well, they're looking to go to the ground. Sparling gets the takedown.
He's got great. What you got? You got white,
Sparling's now in the guard of Roberts.
Sparling looks like a strong kid. Let's see how he controls from the top. Justin looks pretty relaxed right now, but they're not doing anything. Looks perfect. Looks to slam him, and Justin just stood up. Now Justin's looking for a throw. Nice knee.
Hey, if you're doing play-by-play announcement, you're not doing that good.
Here we go, back against the cage. Now Sparling's on the bottom. Justin hasn't pressed up against the cage. Sparling has his arms around his neck with like a guillotine attempt, but I don't think he has it.
No, not side control. He's got total side control. He's just relaxing while Sparling holds on. Inevitably, he's got to let go.
Oh, now he's passing. Now Robert's he's in full mount. He's got to get his head out of there. Needs to put 2-on-1 and control that hand that's around his neck.
Yeah, I think you're better off in side control with a guillotine attempt. Why go to mount? Unless you can get that arm free.
Yeah, it's not tight. He just needs to go 2-on-1 and needs to break those hands free. There we go. Robert's on top. He's in half guard. He's throwing some punches to the ribs. Now he's taking his back. He's got his hooks in. He's just raining down punches on Sparling.
Just giving up his back. Justin's in total control at this point. Looking to finish it right here with a choke. Tap.
Tap. Well, so far tonight, we've seen a few of these rear naked chokes, and the guys getting choked don't seem to know what to do from that position as far as defense. So it's definitely something that I hope when they go back and watch the tape, they take to the gym and want to learn that defense so they don't get caught in that position again.
Yeah, Kenneth came out early, threw some good punches, got the early takedown. Looked like he wanted to control from the top, but at the end of it, Justin had better ground game. Justin controlled from the top. Once he got the takedown, he never gave it back up, and he finished it pretty quickly from there. We've got a clean sweep so far from the red corner. We got red corner's gone 5-0 compared to blue corner, so blue corner's got to step it up tonight.
All right, Ogden, who liked that fight? Make some noise. Did you like that fight? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Here's the result of your fight, ending at the 2-minute, 58-second mark of the first round by tap out. Result of a rear naked choke. Please give it up, fighting out of the red corner, Justin Roberts. Congratulations, Just. My first question is, does your black toenails give you like superhuman strength? Is that why you painted your toenails black?
That is why. Darcy Darkness Clark hooked me up. I knew that's what would make me overpower him.
Is that going to be a continuing tradition for you? You're going to continue to paint your nails black, or are you going to switch the color up with every fight?
No, black. That's 2 fights in a row with black that I won. So I'm going to stick with black.
Did it work out the way you planned it to, your fight plan? Was it what you thought with your team? You planned it out? Did it come out the way you wanted? Obviously, you got the win, but I'm talking about the fight plan.
Yeah, my plan was just to be patient. We don't know this guy. We don't know what he can do. I trained for somebody else for 6 weeks, and just feel him out, see what he did, and then react. So,
who do you want to thank tonight?
I need to thank Glenn's Roofing, Vicious Ink Tattoo, Garage Door Utah, Foo Dog Fight Gear, and I know I'm forgetting All Heart Boxing Association. You guys need to check them out. Donate, help some kids get in and start boxing. And then just thank all the family and friends that came out, all the support for MMA. We love this sport and we love to see fans, so keep it up.
Give it up for Justin Roberts. Nice job right there. Can you hand me that bag? The mic once you got it? Fighting out of the red corner, weighing in 170.5 pounds, representing Flash Academy. Give it up for Cristobal Perez. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing One Hit MMA, weighing in at 171 pounds. Give it up for Jarrett Irish Assassin Kelton.
Yeah, hey Rochelle, you know when they... I don't know Cristobal. He trains at the Flash Academy with a guy named Flash Newman. Flash is pretty good, but he's more into the stand-up, the karate, kickboxing, stuff like that. I know they are getting jiu-jitsu down there, but they're not known as a jiu-jitsu place, so hopefully the guy has some skill. Now, on the other hand, Jarrett is pretty well-rounded. He's got a lot of ground game, got a lot of stand-up. I don't know enough about Cristobal Perez to know how good he is, but Flash Academy has been around a long time. They're down in Salt Lake, where Jarrett trains up here in the Ogden area with One Hit MMA. Very good school, good trainer. So I look forward to the fight.
I know how much it's grown for us in Vegas. How about up here? Do you just see MMA gyms popping up everywhere?
Yeah, they are. They're starting to pop up everywhere, just like everywhere across the country. The sport is growing so big. I just had one of the trainers tonight say that there's getting to be too many schools. I disagree. Everybody's getting into MMA, and there's enough to go around. If you're a good school, you're going to attract the good students. And every karate dojo across this country is now claiming to teach jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and stuff like that. So if they actually will do it, we're going to have a lot of good MMA schools across the country.
Yeah, you can never have too many. It's just I'm hoping that the people that are out there opening new schools realize that there really isn't any money in it.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Tiny Tim. Remember Tiny Tim that used to play the ukulele? Kind of has that look.
Okay.
Some skill.
Here we go. Cristobal Perez in the red corner and Jarrett Kelton in the blue.
All right, Jarrett's coming out to take control of the center. Cristobal doesn't look real comfortable out there. Looking like he's looking for a wrestling takedown there.
Yeah, Perez has Kelton pushed up against the cage. They're both exchanging some good knees. Wow, Cristobal managed to miss that spinning back fist and that kick. He just got caught with a knee, it looks like, in the forehead. Throwing some pretty good knees himself with Jarrett Kelton's back against the cage.
Jarrett needs to work his way off the cage. Just spin. I don't know if Cristobal's got good wrestling or what. He's leaning pretty hard into it, but you don't want to sit and take knees to the thighs and ribs all night long.
Rotating.
Yeah, it'd be good if Jarrett could circle out and get off that cage. Place Cristobal against the cage. Cristobal's coming at him with some pretty good punches. He just needs to get a little more control. He's got the Clay Guida hair going on.
Yeah, he does. Jarrett looks really relaxed, but he's not doing a whole lot. He needs to keep throwing those.
Well, they're going toe-to-toe now. Jarrett just caught him with a nice jab. Boy, I'm a girl, and I don't know how some of these guys with that long hair, how they even see what they're doing.
I don't. I think most of the torture Jarrett's going through right now is dealing with his hair, with Cristobal's hair. He has to keep moving it from his eyes, but he keeps smiling. He seems to be happy to be out there. Oh! Nice kick by Jarrett.
Oh, that was a big knee.
He's going to go for a guillotine right here.
Oh. Hey, the hair got in the way. He slipped out of the
long hair.
Slipped out of the guillotine. He's got the yeah. Again, that hair just gets in the way, driving me crazy. And I'm sitting all the way over here.
Cristobal is bleeding. He took a big kick to the face, and he's got blood coming down. You can't see it right now because of the hair, but he is bleeding bad. They're stopping it for blood. Not stopping the fight, but they're going to check him. The fight is over. The referee has called the fight. He has a very bad cut. His nose is busted.
Yeah, his nose is pretty bashed in. That does not look good.
Yeah, his nose is completely busted up. There's no way they could let him continue to fight. It's a bad one.
That was a solid knee right to the nose. It couldn't have been any more flush.
It might be compounded. It might actually be coming out the skin. It's that bad.
Ooh. I think I heard it. Did you hear it? Did you hear it snap when he landed that knee?
That was a great kick to the face and right on the nose, and he was never able to recover. You can see his nose as he comes back here. Yeah, it's completely out of joint, and it could be coming through the skin.
How'd it look?
It's ugly. His nose is definitely smashed in. It is bleeding from the top at the bridge. There's no way he could continue to fight. I mean, he has the fight in him. He's a tough kid. But I'm going to go with the doctor on this one and say the fighter safety is way more important than getting a victory here tonight. So that was a good stop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans, how about a round of applause for your two gladiators in the octagon?
Okay.
The result of the fight is a stoppage at 2 minutes and 51 seconds in the first round. Result is a tap out because of strikes. Out of your blue corner, Jared, Irish Assassin, Kelton. Jared, congratulations, man. If you guys were just standing next to each other, if this were a beauty contest, you definitely would win the beauty contest, man. And in words about your fight plan going, you jacked him up, man. He's jacked up.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. He actually wasn't able to make it to the weigh-ins last night. He had to cut some weight today. But he's a tough kid. I appreciate him taking the fight. Appreciate Kirk and Isaiah putting this one together. Right here in Ogden, I had to come represent for all the Ogden fans.
Did you bring a posse with you? Who do you want to give some love out tonight?
Man, I got so many people to give some love out to. First of all, my coaches, Aldo Ortega, One Hit MMA. They helped me the best. You know, he's an awesome striking coach. As you've seen, I just tried to be patient. I knew he was wild. Aldo said, take your time, take your time. The hi-fi shop, I got so many people. Gustavo.
Did the hair give you any trouble?
No, it didn't. Actually, there was actually like when I kept grabbing the tie clinch, it was like a mesh type of. So I just did what you just do work with what you can.
Were you tempted at all to pull his hair?
Yeah, I was.
Give it up for the Irish Assassin, Jared Kelton. Congratulations, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Making his way to the octagon, fighting out of the red corner. From Foley's, weighing in at 185.5 pounds. Give it up for Cisco Alcantara.
All right, here we go. Next up, looks like we have Mike Chrisman.
And his opponent is going to be Cisco Alcantara, training out of here of Ogden. So we got somebody from Salt Lake coming up against somebody from Ogden. Both of them are pretty skilled fighters. Mike Chrisman's got a lot of experience coming from a good jiu-jitsu school, where Cisco's got a good boxing background. So we'll see a good fighters matchup tonight.
Looks like Chrisman is 29 years old, and he's got about 18 wins under his belt. 4 TKOs and 10 submissions, 4 of them being decisions. Not too shabby of a record there.
All right, there's Cisco. Cisco's in the ring right now, just waiting for Chrisman to come out.
His opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing CCS, weighing in at an even 186 pounds. Please show your love for Mike Sugarloaf Chrisman.
Yeah, they seem to keep, they're keeping everything flowing pretty good. We've only had 1 intermission so far, and everybody was cool with that. They went and reloaded on their beer, and pretty good crowd tonight. It's always good, though, when everybody fighting on the card is all hometown boys. You know, everybody's from the Salt Lake area, Ogden area.
Well, these guys look evenly matched. They both have kind of similar builds. Neither one of them looks like they're coming in great shape, but I mean, they're not physical specimens, but they both look like they're here to fight.
Well, if you look at Big Country, it's been known to be pulled off before.
Well, these guys aren't quite Big Country, but they're gonna.
They're little countries.
Little country, but they're gonna be here to fight. These, I'll tell you that right now.
We're gonna go get more beer, and he's like, "You got your keys?" I'm like, "You're supposed to have them." Well, we're gone. So we drove around the block, came back. And like, we run out. We're gonna sneak out the back door.
This will be a good fight.
All right, here we go. Cisco comes out and throws a leg kick.
They're swinging early. Yeah, they're throwing hard.
Get trapped.
Like, so anyways, I gotta go to the bathroom. No, dude, come here.
Oh, nice counters. They're going at it, toe to toe.
These guys are, this is not going to go 3 rounds.
This is looking like a Tank Abbott fight so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Both guys are swinging pretty hard. Cisco seems to be controlling the center of the cage a little better, but could go either way at this point.
Chrisman goes in with the body shot.
Oh, getting a little bit of a taunt from Chrisman. Cisco trying to answer back with some punches, making pay for it.
And the antics in the cage begin. Nobody's really throwing right now, but when they do, they're coming hard. Here we go. Chrisman's got his back. He took Cisco down. Chrisman, oh, he's got his back again. He's on the back of Cisco. He's trying to flatten him out. Now he's just raining down punches in the back of it. Here we go with the rear naked attempt. Doesn't have it. More punches. Here we go. Cisco reaches back and tries to hook his head. Now Chrisman just sitting on his back, just raining down punches. Cisco really needs to get out of this position. He just needs to scramble. He needs to scramble. He needs to circle back in, if nothing else.
He's eating punches anyway. He might as well take a few punches and try to stand up, because on his feet, he was absolutely controlling the fight.
I think when...
There we go.
There we go.
got a good crossface. He's keeping him down. Christman used a good crossface.
That knee to the head was barely legal. He was barely getting off of his knees. Now let's see if he's recouped and can do some damage on his feet now.
Yeah, these guys are bringing it. This is one of the most active fights we've had. Good punches.
Wow, Cisco really had some accurate shots there.
Christman wants to take the punches like he can take it, but those are hard punches. But he gets the takedown on Cisco. Cisco's back on his back.
Yeah, they were pretty solid. You can hear them pretty loud. Now Christman's got Cisco down against the cage. He's in half guard. Needing to control that bicep and either continue to rain down punches, keep him pressed up against the cage. There you go. Cisco needs to scramble like he is, finally.
He's got full mount now.
Christman's got full mount. Cisco just needs to start scrambling when he hits the ground.
Giving up his back, but he's got to get up.
There, now he's up and he's facing Christman. He just needs to just stand up. Stand up. He's got one knee up, just get up.
Reverse it, reverse. You could reverse him right there, but there he goes. There he goes.
Nice. Good reversal, finally, from Cisco.
See, now let's see what Cisco can do from the top. My guess is he's not going to sit there. He's going to try to be active. He wants to get this round back because I think he's behind.
Seems like they both ran out of gas so far. They've slowed down tremendously.
Yeah, they're bigger guys and they're using a lot of energy. Pretty close first round so far. Christman had a little bit of the edge because he had his back for so long, but Cisco's bringing this back to an even match.
Cisco's got a nice post right on the throat of Christman. He's just raining down punches while he's in his guard. What he needs to do is continue to push him, push his opponent back up against the cage. Let that cage help him out, hold him there while he continues to rain down punches.
That's a good round. That round could go either way. It might look good for Cisco having the top at the end and all the control. He was able to reverse the position, didn't take a lot of damage, but he did take some. So what are you telling, if you're in Cisco's corner, what are you telling him now?
I would say if you go down on top like that again, continue to push your opponent back up against the cage if you want to rain down punches like that. But definitely his stand-up's looking good. His punches are landing accurate. You can definitely tell he's got more of the experience on the stand-up, and they looked solid. So I would keep it standing, punch him back into the cage, and if he wanted to take him down there, keep him pinned, keep raining down those punches.
So if you're Cisco, you keep this fight on the feet.
Absolutely. He was pinpointing those shots and landing quite a few there, and they were solid.
Yeah. If he's going to go to the ground, he's got to go down on the top. He doesn't do as well from the bottom. Now, what do you do if you're Christman? If you're Christman's corner, what are you telling him?
Christman, if his background shows that he's good at submissions, he needs to be a little more aggressive on the ground. The problem is when they get to the ground, they both look like they're out of gas.
Yeah, he needs to be active. I agree. So, okay, getting ready to start round two.
Christman was egging on more punches, and then he definitely got him. So I would definitely quit asking for more punches because Cisco's ready to give them to him.
Cisco will oblige.
Starting out with that leg kick, 2 leg kicks from Cisco.
Not checking him. He checked one, but he's not checking those kicks.
The problem is that everybody I've seen tonight, they need to either punch to set up those kicks or kick and then follow with some punches. Everybody's just throwing one kick and then standing there waiting for somebody to hit him back. Kick and move. Throw those hands.
Oh, that was a good kick. Christman's looks like he's definitely slowing down a little. Oh, nice takedown.
Nice takedown. Good takedown defense by Christman. By Cisco.
Now Cisco's got the back. Let's see what he can do with it. Working around.
Cisco's on his side. on Chrisman's back, just raining down punches. Nice sprawl.
Cisco needs to go around to the back again. Keep it from the back. Don't let a guy with wrestling take you down. Stay on his back, Cisco. There he goes. He's going to give it up. Now he's going to get his back taken. I hate to say you see it coming, but you do. Oh.
Wow. Now Chrisman has...
he's got him. He's looking for a rear naked.
He's looking for a rear naked.
I can't believe that's pretty much.
Did they have Bud Light? Bud Light?
I think they're in another dose. I can see what I can bring down.
Bring Bud Light.
No action. Cisco's just chilling there, laying. He's got Chrisman on his back, but he's laying on top of him.
Just 2 Bud Lights so far.
2 Bud Lights, 2 quarters.
These guys need to explode. They need to do something.
See, Chrisman's got the control. He needs to do something with it. He might be eking out the round, but he can win this round decisively if he just constantly goes for a choke or even throws some punches to soften him up.
Well, Chrisman doesn't have any kind of hold right now at all. He just needs to. Cisco needs to just explode and turn into him, circle in.
Dude, he's got to try something, and it looks like he's going for it now. And he's out.
There we go.
He listened to you.
Now that they each got a little nap, had some lunch.
Cisco's doing it. Cisco's not going to sit there and wait. He's going to take the action. While Chrisman had the back, now he's going to lose the round because he didn't do anything. And Cisco's laying it on.
He's throwing some solid elbows. Chrisman's not able to cover. He's eating all of those punches. All those punches and all those elbows. One after another. Now he split his eye open. He just split him open. Oh, it's already lumped up. Those were solid, clean elbows.
That's a huge lump under that eye. And again.
I wouldn't be surprised if the referee doesn't stop this fight. It doesn't seem that Chrisman's even defending himself. He can't take much more to that eye.
No, he's trying. There it is. That's the end.
I'm surprised they let it go that much longer, actually. Those were some wicked, solid, clean elbows.
Hey, one of the best fights of the night. Absolutely. The 2 big guys went in there and they gave it everything. And there was only a couple times where there really was not too much action. But when they did throw, these guys were really trying to take each other out.
Yeah, they both they had a lot of power in there. You always got to worry about that fighter on the bottom, though. When they're taking all those elbows and they're not defending at all, you know, what happened to his eye is pretty expectable.
Looks like Chrisman's doing okay. He's up on his feet.
Ringside doctors are over there checking on Chrisman now.
That's a good mouse. That looks like a rat.
That lumped up pretty fast. Looked like his eyeball was coming out.
Yeah, Cisco dropped some huge elbows in that round. Had full mount, just dropping elbows, and Chrisman was not doing a good job defending it. And you can't take that kind of abuse in this sport and expect to get to the end of the fight.
All right, Ogden, fight fans, that's 3-0 for Ogden tonight. Nice job. The result of your fight tonight comes at 3 minutes and 9 seconds in the second round. The result is a referee stoppage due to strikes. Winner by TKO out of the red corner, Francisco Alcantara. He's got to put his sponsor shirt on. Got to represent. All Heart Boxing. Okay. Foundation. Did you guys like that one? Was that a good fight? Yeah. Okay. First, I got to ask, man, is there any bad blood between you and Mike?
Yeah, there's bad blood. He was doing a little bit of talking in the weigh-in, so I made him pay for it.
Okay. Everything looks smooth. It looks like you guys were, you guys were hitting each other with real intent to hurt. I know it's an MMA fight, but it was obvious to everybody, at least to me, that there was definitely some bad blood.
Yeah, there's some bad blood. It is a good sport. We're a sport. We don't fight on the street, but sometimes even in competition, things get a little heavy, people get mad. There's some crap talking, and
Now, there was this point where you were landing some blows on Mike, and it looked like it wasn't phasing. He was letting you hit him. Did that discourage you at all, or did you just like, you know what, I'm going to keep pounding away and see what happens?
Mike reminds me a lot of me. I fight that way. I give guys free shots to try to break their spirit. It's a good way to break somebody's spirit, but this ain't my first time. I know how it goes. I knew he felt that no matter what, and it broke him down eventually.
Anybody want to give love tonight?
I want to thank all my friends and my family that came out to see me. AssassinJujitsuFighter.com, All Heart Boxing Foundation, and everybody that came out here in Ogden.
Give it up for Cisco right there. Give it up one more time. Fighting out of the red corner, representing Foley's Tatsukan, weighing in at 143 pounds. Please give it up for Adam Butcher.
Yeah, Adam is definitely the hometown favorite here. This is only his second fight, but Adam is a martial arts instructor that's been teaching in the Ogden area for years and years. He jumped over into the MMA game. He taught traditional karate for a long time, jumped into the MMA game probably 5-6 years ago. Been doing very well since. His first fight, he was successful with the submission. We'll see what he's got tonight, but he's a small guy coming in at 145 for the fight, but he's a physical specimen. The guy's in good shape. You'll see that coming up pretty quick.
I think that's always cool when your entire school and your team gets to see the coaches get out there and compete. They teach so many people. I'm sure he's cornered a lot of guys and brought so many guys up in the sport. And now it's an opportunity for everybody to come back and support him and see what he can do in there.
Yeah, too often you have the coaches or the people who run the school train the people to fight, and they're rarely the ones that actually get in there and fight. So it gets a lot of respect from the students when you got the guy that runs your school that's willing to get in and do what he teaches you how to do. So Adam's a good athlete, very, very athletic, and I'm looking for an exciting fight tonight.
His opponent fighting out of the blue corner, out of Paul Thomas, weighing in at 141.5 pounds. Get up for Colin Clifford.
He's a nice guy. Okay, here we go. Looks like Colin Clifford is coming in representing Paul Tom's school. Got a jiu-jitsu background. I don't know how good he is at jiu-jitsu, but he's in for a handful because Adam is very fast.
Well, this is a pretty fast fight so far. Colin Clifford's definitely going in for the takedowns. Looks like Adam's got a pretty good guillotine on right now.
Good takedown defense. Oh, he's got it pretty good.
Adam's really controlling him with that guillotine.
I tell you what.
You know I'm going to try that.
Clifford's just scooting into him. Okay, finally he stands up. Obviously wanting to stay on the ground.
Adam's fast. He's picking him apart on his feet. You can see why Clifford wants to go to the ground. Oh, he gets the takedown. Caught a kick. Now let's see what happens on the ground.
Colin's in the guard of Adam right now.
There's like 5 people. Young guys. He's driving.
Not too much action right now. They're just holding on.
Some space now.
I just needs to shove off. Adam just needs to shove him off and get back up.
That's my boy. Yeah. I'm glad you guys can bomb us.
Oh, nice up kick right to the face.
That was fantastic. Colin went to side control, throwing some body shots.
Nice, nice. Oh, suplex. Oh, my God. That was beautiful. These guys.
Suplex is in. Now he's got side control. And he's not sitting around.
These guys have the crowd standing right now. This is awesome. Beautiful transitions on the ground. Adam's in side control now.
Boy, there's a lot of action in this fight. Adam's looking to guillotine again. If I were Adam, I'd just stand back up and make him try to take you down again. I don't know. He's tiring him out. Colin's trying to get something. Adam's just stuffing everything. It looks like he's going for an anaconda on him.
Oh, I love those anacondas. I'd like to see him pull that off.
Even if it doesn't get him, it'll tire you out. Yeah, he is. Now he's let it go.
Now he's taking it back. Now he's back in.
Look at that. I want to know where my $5 went.
Oh no, oh no. Got that triangle locked on good.
Oh, he's out.
He's out. Adam's out.
He survived. That was a good triangle.
Yeah, Colin had a very solid triangle on there. Adam managed to escape.
Adam was in trouble. That was hard because he was caught.
He's all asleep and shit.
It took a little bit out of Adam. He was pretty going a pretty fast pace there a minute ago.
Oh, he's
now he's going for that guillotine. He's going to finish now. He's got it solid. See if he can hold on to it. He needs to twist a little bit. There it is. That is.
That was a good fight. That was a good fight. The little guys are impressive.
They are. I was speechless there for a minute. All those great transitions. You get caught up watching and taking notes.
Yeah, he survived the triangle. He could have been out, but he survived it. That was pure heart. But once he got out of that, he wasn't messing around. He went right for a choke, dunk it.
What a great matchup so far with the night. I've been impressed with all the matchups. Stand up versus grappler, and everybody's putting on a good show tonight. Looks like just about everybody here in the crowd seems to know Adam. That was a standing ovation there at the end. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, he's definitely a crowd favorite. He's been doing this for a long time in the area, and he's very well liked.
Fight fans, how you feeling about that one? Are you liking that one? Make some noise if you like that bout. The bout comes to an end at 4 minutes and 49 seconds in the first round by tap out due to guillotine choke. Your winner, out of the red corner, Adam Butcher. Right here, Sensei. All right, Sensei, got to ask this question. It seemed like the entire fight, all first round, you imposed your will. How gratifying is this win, knowing that you're able to apply the techniques that you're teaching your students back here?
That was my whole goal. It was the whole purpose. You know, I really don't like to hurt people, but I really wanted to inspire my students. Wanted to show them that even if you're 34, you're not too old to try new things and take chances. And I'm just grateful it turned out well. And there's a lot of people I'd like to thank, if you don't mind.
I'd like to ask ladies, how many of you guys were digging Adam's six-pack right here? Look at that. Holy crap. Anybody got any dirty laundry? I want to watch some dirty laundry. That's the most excitement out of this crew back here that I've heard all fight. You really brought the house down. Very spectacular fight. Lots of action. Was that your game plan to wear him down? He seemed pretty fast, pretty squirrely, if you ask me.
He did a great job. He almost got me in a triangle. And I just had to seriously make a conscious decision whether to give up or continue on. But he did great.
We want to show some love to Sensei.
First off, my stand-up coach. He's been with me this whole time. Really dedicated a lot of time. Foley's MMA. They just accepted me in and welcomed me. Westside Jiu-Jitsu, Lobato's, my beautiful wife that I can't live without, and my kids, my students.
Give it up for the Sensei, Adam Butcher. All right, fight fans, who's ready for the next bout? Make some noise. Your next bout is a 180 pounds division. Fighting out of the red corner, representing Foley's, weighing in at an even 179 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your love for Sean Get Some Conroy.
All right, Sean Conroy coming out now. Sean's a local kid, tough, hard-nosed kid. He's going to be there to fight. He's got decent stand-up. He's got good ground game. He's fighting a jiu-jitsu guy out of Salt Lake coming out of the CCS school. We'll wait to see what happens. I don't know a whole lot about Cole Rose. You didn't check his record, did you? But Sean's pretty tough. I watched his last fight. He was victorious, and he dominated his last fight. So let's see if he can bring that here tonight. But he's coming. Cole Rose it doesn't look like he's got too much experience, but he's coming from a good jiu-jitsu school.
And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing CCS, weighing in at 178 pounds. Show your love for Cole Headhunter Rose.
By the way, how do you like Sean's nickname? Get Some. They got signs up in the stands for Sean Get Some Conroy.
I like it. It's original. Although I'm not sure I like this so much. We got Cole walking out to I'm Sexy and I Know It.
Yeah, exactly. Sean goes by the Headhunter. So even though he's from a jiu-jitsu school, it sounds like he wants to so we'll see what happens.
Well, here we go. I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty exciting fight, too.
Yeah, both these guys look like they're in good shape, ready to fight.
All right, let's see what's going to happen here. Nice leg kicks by Rose. Cole Rose.
Rose has got some stand-up for sure.
Let's call him Cole. I feel funny calling him Rose.
Yeah, let's go with Cole. The headhunter.
Let's go with the headhunter.
He's got clean stand-up.
So far we haven't seen anything from Sean, from Conroy. Solid straight punches by Cole.
Cole looks really relaxed out there. Got good combinations.
His punches are solid, they're straight, and they're accurate so far.
Yeah, he's picking Sean apart right now.
Sean needs to start some countering. He needs to establish his distance and start throwing some punches of his own.
Sean needs to look for a takedown. Cole needs to do exactly what he's doing right now.
Well, if Sean's looking for a takedown, Cole's throwing plenty of kicks for him to take him down off of, but we haven't seen any action at all from Sean yet.
Yeah, but his kicks are short. He's not overextending, so he's not giving a whole lot to grab. So he's playing it smart. Working the body.
Woo. Now it's just an exchange of kicks.
Cole gives him a little nod. Oh, those hurt.
Yeah, those inside leg kicks are gnarly. Oh, that was a solid liver kick.
Oh. Cole Rose has the best stand-up of any fighter so far tonight. He's very clean out there. Got good combinations. Ooh, nice punch by Sean. Sean got a good right in on that. These guys are showing mutual respect. Takedown. Now Sean's in his game. Sean's controlling from the top. Cole needs to get out of this if he wants to keep this round, because if Sean gets top, he will drop some punches.
Come on, Sean.
Cole's scrambling. He needs to use that cage to his advantage and work his back up. He needs to pull that leg that's straight out in front of him back towards the cage. And use that cage to help him back up.
Sean needs to push his head down, not lift it up.
Right.
He's just helping him clean the cage if he his head. He needs to push him back down to the mat. See, Cole's back up.
Cole circled out nicely. He's got.
Now Cole's taking him down, but he's doing it in the guillotine. It's over.
Wow. I didn't think he had that side.
Wow. That came fast because he went to look for a takedown and gave Sean a guillotine, and Sean took it and apparently put it on hard because Cole tapped fast.
That was quick. That was nice. Really impressed with Cole's stand-up, though. Love those kicks, straight punches. I would have liked to seen it stand just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't know why he went for a takedown there. His stand-up was clearly outclassing Sean's. And if he had kept it standing, could have been a very different outcome. But gave up a guillotine, and Sean did not waste any time.
Yeah, he slapped that guillotine on pretty quick. He didn't even really fight it. He locked that on tight right away.
No, it was sunk deep, and he tapped quick.
Keep it going, keep it going. How about a round of applause for our two fighters? Give it up. The bout ends at 3 minutes and 40 seconds in the first round. Tap out by guillotine chokehold. Your winner in the red corner, Sean Conroy. Nice win, Sean.
Thank you.
Was that basically your game plan? Is that everything you and your team planned to execute? Did it work out well for you? I mean, obviously you won, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was the game plan. Really, I trained for another fight. We just made this one 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago. But that was the plan. See what he was doing, counter off it. Takedown came, so I took it. Worked.
You got caught with a kick right here on your right side. It looked like it didn't even phase you. I mean, but everybody heard it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. He caught me with the left. I felt that one. The kick, I heard it, but it wasn't bad.
Who do you want to give some love tonight for you?
Everybody right here, all my fans, family, friends. I want to thank my sponsors. First of all, Foley's MMA, Garage Door Utah, Tom and Darcy right there. Max Muscle Layton, and Dottie Trucking. Thanks, guys.
All right, give it up for your winner right there. Nice job, Sean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's give it up for your first opponent out of the red corner, Gabe the Animal Francis. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Westside Foley's, weighing in at 155 pounds. Give it up for Pat Punishing Reeves.
All right, we're getting ready to start the co-main event of the night. Looks like we've got Gabe Francis, the Animal, against the Punishing Pat Reeves. And here we go, underway. We'll take the center of the ring. Oh, Pat starts out with a high kick. Takes some punches. Pat Reeves gets the takedown. Didn't want to stand and take punches with this guy.
Those are some pretty nasty knees. That was smart to get that quick takedown. Oh, now he's pulling guard.
Pat's going to walk in. Looking for the arm already.
Does he have it?
Yes.
He's going for that arm bar. It's pretty tight.
Guy's punching. He's taking.
Oh, he got out. He escaped.
Pat is a bloody mess already. Looks like he's wearing war paint. Pat Reeves on the bottom is very good at jiu-jitsu. If he can keep from taking punches. The guy on the top looks like he can throw some punches because he's got Pat a bloody mess.
He's pushing Pat over into that cage. See if he can capitalize off of it. The problem is for Pat is that when there's that much blood involved, it's very slippery. He's taken up tremendous shots to the face, and it's just
a lot of abuse trying to get that lock. He needs to he's got to learn how to put the combination together and defend himself while locking the arm. He took a lot of punches there.
They haven't cleaned him up yet, obviously, but I have a feeling there's a pretty significant gash across his forehead.
He's getting ready to stop it and clean him up right now. There goes another lock.
Every time he goes for those arms, it's just so slippery now with all that blood everywhere.
They're gonna do a blood thing here. The blood timeout right there. Wow, that is a lot of blood.
Nope, end of the fight. That gash was too bad. They stopped the fight.
Wow, they stopped the fight due to a cut.
Well, I can see where Gabe gets the nickname Animal now.
Oh, he's an animal. He took it to Pat, and he landed some big shots on Pat. And Pat was already bleeding bad. You can't just sit and take punches when you're that bloody. I'm curious to see how big the cut is.
You can tell he had great submissions, but like I said, it's so hard when they're so slippery with blood, and blood is in his eyes, and every time you go to grab his arm, it just slides off with all that blood. Get ready for our main event coming up soon, followed up by a fireworks show out here in Lindquist Field. Still haven't been able to see the severity of that cut above Pat's eye. We're trying to see it, but hopefully he's going to be okay. Oh, yeah, now I just saw it. It's a good 2-inch gash. Good 2-inch gash, and it's pretty deep.
How about a round of applause for your two warriors in the octagon? The bout stops at 2 minutes and 6 seconds in the first round. Stopped by our ringside doctor for your winner in the red corner, Gabe Francis. Hey Gabe, let me talk to you real quick, brother.
Hello.
All right. Excellent fight, man.
Thank you.
Those of us who have been to fights and you're on the outside in the corner, it's a little different. We're not hearing you shout out swear words as much when you're fighting, but you definitely know what you're talking about, because on the outside, now you're on the inside, you're executing.
That's exactly what I try to do. I try to just do everything I tell these guys in here, and we should win.
The way you were throwing those blows, man, they were landing, it's like you were swearing with your fists.
That's exactly what I was doing. That's a good way to put it.
Anybody want to give some love to tonight?
Love to give love to my wife, my son Lachlan. This is the first fight he ever saw me do. I'd love to thank everyone that comes to the OG Den, and Zeke, he's there almost every day with me. Thank all you guys for coming and supporting me. We're just a local little gym in my basement. We love everyone that comes.
Give it up for Gabe, your winner right there. Come on, guys, give it up.
Nice job, bro. Nice job. Thank you.
All right, I need everybody on your feet. Are you ready for your main event? Come on, get up. Get up. I need to see some excitement. Get up on your feet. Let's go. Make some noise. You guys over here in the cheap seats, get up. Let's go. Make some noise. Fighting out of the red corner. This is a 180-pound division bout. Representing OG Den, weighing in at 179.5 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Brandon, the Murderer Melendez.
Here we go with our main event of the evening. This is Brandon, the Murderer Melendez, entering the cage.
Brandon's a tough kid. Brandon was on The Ultimate Fighter. lost a close fight to a guy named Gray Maynard. Maybe you know who he is.
Sounds familiar. Yes, of course.
Yeah, Brandon's a tough kid. He's on the UFC, got a contract to fight in the UFC, came in overweight, lost his contract, but that doesn't take away the fact that that kid is tough.
And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, representing the pit elevated Wicked Ways Muay Thai, weighing in at 179.5 pounds. Show your love for Mad Mike Aaron.
Go, Brandon! I'm not fucking tired. Well, Brandon.
All right, here we go. Entering the cage is Mike Arant. Mad Mike is what he goes by. Fights out of the pit elevated. And he loves Muay Thai. We're all looking forward to this main event.
Yeah, Mike's training down at Pit Elevated down in Provo with John Hackelman's group. So you know he's going to come in shape. So this is going to be a real good main event.
Let's go, Mike!
It's going to be a good show. Oh. Oh, they came out swinging. Mike landed a really hard hook.
Let's go, Mike!
Right on the temple of Brandon. Brandon recovered. He's taken a lot of big blows.
Oh, yeah. I'm cool with that. I like Brandon.
They're swinging hard and wide.
Good main event. These guys are here to fight. Both are skilled, too.
Ooh, solid hooks. Oh my gosh. Wow. Mike Arant knocked out Brandon Melendez.
That was a punch. Mike Arant just showed up and put Brandon on his backside. That was a great 1 minute fight.
How'd you like that where the ref didn't even call it? He knew he was out, and then he leans over to lend him a hand and help him get back up.
Yeah, it's when he had everybody in the crowd knew it was over. He went down and he looked up like he was in La La Land. Mike didn't have to hit him again.
That was super cool of him, but kind of funny how he lent his hand out like he wanted to help him up after that.
Yeah, the ref looked at him really closely to see if he should jump in or let it go, and I think it just became obvious that it was over.
Wow, what hard punches from start to finish. I mean, those guys were throwing blows. I'm surprised that one of those other ones didn't clip him faster. Those were solid.
Yeah, that was, I agree. That was, it did go about a minute probably, but those guys, it could have gone in 10 seconds. Those guys were here to finish the fight.
I have a feeling tomorrow Brandon's right temple is going to be pretty sore.
Yeah, his pride's hurting right now. Tomorrow he's going to feel it in his head.
And that's not even the punch that knocked him out. But that temple took a lot of blows.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Wow. That was an exciting, short fight.
Well, those guys definitely delivered. It was a great main event and a good show all the way around. Every fight delivered. I thought there were some great performances. All the guys came out here to fight. It was good to see. Nobody was running from anybody. Everybody was here to stand and bang. And what a great turnout with the crowd as well.
Yeah, there was a lot of action. I think the fans got what they came to see. They got a lot of submissions. They got a lot of knockouts. And they got a couple decisions. They had a lot of fights, and like you said, everybody was here to fight. I don't think anybody can leave here disappointed.
Well, here we go with our final announcement. Final fight of the night.
All right, your bout ends with 48 seconds in the first round by KO. your winner out of the blue corner, Mad Mike Guerin. All right, Mike. Congratulations, baby. Let me first start off and ask. I'm sure everybody saw it. You put your glove out to touch gloves. He didn't respond, but he came at you with a hit. Did that any way spark some fire in you?
Nah, usually when I get hit, I just want to hit the guy 3 times harder. So that's his bad, I guess.
You were landing some shots, man. Is there any bad blood between you guys, or that's just the way you go to work?
Nah, he's my boy, and this is basically my job, so that's what I do.
So don't mess with you on your job is basically what he's saying. Don't. Anybody you want to give some love to?
Yeah, I really want to thank my wife first and foremost. She's been there since the beginning, through the hard times and the good times. Also want to thank my team, the Pit Elevated. And all the guys that down at the Pit Elevated. I want to thank my coach, Kwame Stevens, for keeping me calm. I want to thank my manager, Jared Kelton, with AssassinJujitsuFighter.com. And I want to thank Jajitsu.com. And also I want to thank RivenGear.com.
Let me just give you some advice. Anybody who knocks another man out like that, you just let him go on. You just whoever he wants to say hi to.
And yeah, I just thank everybody for showing up and showing support. Thank you.
Are you done, sir?
I'm done.
Yeah, because you don't want to get knocked out. That's why you just let him go on and finish. Mad Mike, give it up for Mad Mike. Want to thank everybody for coming out to Raptors, sorry, not rappers. But we do have some Raptors in Ogden. That's why you don't mess with somebody like that. You just let him talk. Otherwise, he might knock you out. Mad Mike's no joke. Bam. Oh!